uploaded yet. There we go.
What about
Uploading. It says it's good.
Now we're live. All right, we're not starting just yet because I got to get sorted here.
You're listening to the Shop Sounds Podcast, a woodworking podcast about nothing.
So funny about that, the guy who recorded that for us, who my wife used to work with at this high school and is now back at the same high school. His name is Darren. And I got a message, an email from him saying, you're invited to a party at so-and-so's house. And I was like, oh, sweet. Like this guy is, I love people with British accents, but he's such a nice guy. Like I was like, sweet, me and Lindsay can go to this party. Turns out apparently this is one of the newest scams where they invite you to this party and then you anyway, so it wasn't real, but
you got a party scam?
How does it work? Is it like, here's the registry? Oh, they just want cash.
Well, they have you log in with your Google account and they steal everything, I guess. Programmers with their scams.
I got calls from the state police 6 times today. They really wanted to contact me, apparently.
Did they?
No.
I didn't answer, but I assume if I did, they would have desperately needed some money right away.
Oh, the Policemen's Benevolent Association? The Maestro conducts that.
Yeah.
The place to be. Then we shall be there.
All right, are we ready to roll here?
Oh, yeah.
This guy going.
You're listening to the Shop Sounds Podcast, a woodworking podcast about nothing.
All right, folks, let's start the insanity, despite the fact that I think rickshaws would be perfect for New York City. And Jason finds books on French impressionist paintings to be very conducive for evacuating his colon. And Mary once drunkenly made out with a coworker at an office party like their plane was going down. And yet, this podcast continues to be sponsored by our friends over at Bits and Bits who have never snuck into the break room to nibble on a Love Newton. Find that hard to believe. When Bits and Bits aren't responding to a 5150 in paperbacks, they're in the factory pumping out the highest quality router and CNC bits right here in the good old US of A, and then slathering them up with their proprietary extra HP coating, which makes them harder, slicker, and longer lasting than Rusty's employment as a rickshaw driver. And
Rusty!
I once knew a horse named Rusty. And not only does Bits and Bits make their own bits, but they teamed up with U.S. router bit manufacturer Whiteside, and they take their high-quality bits, toss them in that extra HP coating as well. And you need some customer support, need help choosing a bit, or wondering what upcut, downcut, or compression bits are? Well, you can find the Contact Us button on bitsbits.com and chat with a real human. And be sure to head to bitsbits.com and use coupon code Morsels15 to save 15% off your next order of router and or CNC bits, because every time you use that coupon code, my morsels get one step closer to winning 1-spot, 2-spot, zigzag tear, pop die, penny got, tenny tum tear, hair 'em, scare 'em, rip 'em, tear 'em, tay, taw, toe.
Wow. That was pretty well done.
I want to know how many times it took him, how many takes it took him to get that, because, man, that's a tough one. It's a tongue twister.
This podcast is also sponsored by the good folks over at KM Tools. If you've never had the pleasure of going to kmtools.com and checking out their offerings, what are you even doing with your life? Head over there right now. Again, it's kmtools.com. If you're a woodworker and you like woodworking paraphernalia, then it's the place to be. So we shall be there. They got all sorts of great things, like the KM Tools toolless countersink bit. I used one just the other day. One of my favorite things that they came out with recently is the Katz Moses Universal Sharpening Jig. It takes all the hustle and bustle and fuss and mess and any other adverbs you want in there out of sharpening your chisels. And they got jigs, they got aprons, they got bits. I mean, they got it all. and their new slide stop. It's like their original no deflection stop block, but this one slides out of the way, so it's not in your way. Again, that's kmtools.com. And here's the cool thing. If you go over there and buy anything, a percentage of your sale is going to go to support the KM Tools Woodworker or the Katz Moses Woodworkers with Disability Fund, which is a great organization that helps get tools and resources into the hands of people that need it most, so you can do a good deed while you're getting some sweet stuff. Again, that's kmtools.com. Check it out.
And we can't forget about the man who never sleeps, our good friend Bill Burkle at WTB Woodworking down in Huntingdon Valley, Pennsylvania. Now, we're recording this on the 22nd. The giveaway for the Jet Power Tools Vortex Cone Dust Collector ends on the 24th at midnight. So hopefully you have time enough to hear this and get registered at the last minute, because we always wait till the last minute anyway. And actually, the law of averages states the longer you wait to get registered, the more likely you are to win. So you got to go to wtbwoodworking.com/giveaway to sign up and get registered, because he's going to choose this winner on Instagram Friday, July 25th at 10 a.m. Eastern. Now, Bill also has a SawStop Summer Cast Iron Credit promotion going on. So if you buy a SawStop with a cast iron top, you can get up to a $450 store credit based on the saw you buy. A CNS, you get $175 back. PCS, $275. IBS, you get $450 towards your antidiarrheal medication. So if you're in the hunt for a SawStop, now is the best time to go and buy one. And also keep your eyes peeled for in-person workshops. Unfortunately, the two Shape of Origin workshops that he offered, which I believe are going to be taught by Eric Curtis, they sold out faster than Taylor Swift tickets. But I'm sure Bill has got some other things cooking in the background, so keep your eye on the website under workshops or classes. One of those. It's under one of his little drop-down menus. And you follow Bill's Instagram. One of the biggest pieces of news to come out of WTB this month is Bill bought a new telehandler, which he claims is for moving logs and slabs around the yard, but it's really for his wife to change the light bulbs in his showroom that has 20-foot ceilings. So head down and see Bill and his telehandler and all the amazing tools he has on display at WTB Woodworking, 390 Pike Road, Unit 2 through 100 in Huntingdon Valley, PA. Or you can call ahead, 215-768-1117, and make sure the hot dog roller is turning fresh frankfurters for your visit. And if you can't make it down, you can still buy online at WTBwoodworking.com. It's got it all there. Order, ship, receive.
Nice.
Whew. And all right, we got one more here. We got one more to get through. So as you know, I finally finished up this Red Oak audio desk, which we'll get into the delivery and such in the show. And like any project, I want this thing to last, and I'm sure my client does too. And that's why I use Gorilla Wood Glue. Gorilla Wood Glue is the #1 most used wood glue brand among woodworking pros. It's easy to work with, even for beginners like Jason. It has less water, more glue, and a stronger bond than the other guys. It dries natural color with less yellowing, cleans up with water, and it's non-foaming, which means you don't need a rabies shot if you get any on you. And the whole process just feels more controlled. And for that clean, finished look, you can pair it with Gorilla Wood Filler. The glue handles the hold, the filler smooths and refines the look before you slap some finish on there. So together, they take your project from built to professional looking. Gorilla, trusted by pros, easy for everyone. You can order yours today at GorillaTough.com/shopsounds. That's GorillaTough.com/shopsounds.
Nice.
Need some water.
Everybody just hold up, because this is going to take a while. We've got one new patron. That's right.
Let's see how you do with this last name.
His last name, well, his first name's Jim. That's an easy one. His last name is Aristad.
Dang, maybe. I think you nailed that one.
You think so? I think that's right. Jim Aristad.
Put that in ChatGPT for
Yeah,
The
that's what I'm
phonetic
going
pronunciation.
with. Welcome
first
aboard,
looked at it.
Jim.
He arrested.
Right.
Jim
Could be.
arrested. Thanks for becoming a patron. If you want to become a patron, you're listening to this, you're like, you know what? My life's not complete. I should be a patron on Shop Sounds Podcast. Well, you can. You just got to go to patreon.com/shopsoundspodcast. You sign up, and you're probably asking, what's that going to get me? Well, it's going to get you access to our after show, where you can write in questions. We'll answer them for you. It's like a whole nother show after this show. You get access to the live stream of the podcast. So if you want to watch it in real time, you can. And you can chat with us during the podcast, all sorts of things. Just go to patreon.com/shopsoundspodcast and sign up. We also got a bunch of returning top tier patrons, and we'll shout them out towards the end of the podcast.
But for now, let's shut this music
We've
off.
got a few after show questions too.
Yeah, we got a
really
good
load it
mix
up.
of things that I have no idea how to answer. So
Okay, perfect.
fun.
Can't wait.
It'd be fun.
Whoa.
See, I get a preview of these like a few hours ahead of time when I'm prepping for the show, and I was like, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't have a good answer for that. So even when I have time to think, I don't know.
All right. So a lot of times in productions, books, TV, podcasts that are doing like series, multiple episodes, they leave off the podcast on a cliffhanger to get people to come back next time and like see what happened. I thought we'd start the podcast off on a cliffhanger.
Okay.
And then people will
Is
have
that how
to
that
come.
works?
Yeah. Because that way, if they stop listening halfway through, they still get the cliffhanger. And then if people come back next episode, they can find out what happened. So here's the cliffhanger. You guys all probably remember that cabin I bought and spent the last couple of years remodeling.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
The cliffhanger question is, will it still be standing by next podcast? There is currently a forest
fires
fire
raging
2 miles away from the cabin, headed
I have
towards
I have
the
a story
cabin.
just like that, actually.
Okay, here. Let's hear it.
So my brother, he bought a ranch in Colorado. He has spent the last decade of his life working from, he's a very well-to-do lawyer. So he's been making a lot of money, which is great, but that was at the expense of working from literally like 7 a.m. to 10, 11 p.m. every single day, every weekend, every holiday, like missed a lot of his daughter's lives growing up for this kind of somewhat romanticized view of wanting to buy a ranch and like owning his own property, and hundreds of acres. Actually, I don't know how big it is, but like a lot of land and being able to have like animals and stuff. They moved in to the ranch in Colorado 2 weeks ago. Last week I got a call when I was on vacation and my mom was like, there's a wildfire in Colorado and everything's gone. And
no,
everything was still in boxes. So I called my brother and oh my God, I've never seen someone age that many years in one night. So he was saying that like he had 10 minutes when they got the call, like his wife and the girls were off camping, so they weren't there. So he literally just grabbed like the painting I made them for their wedding present and like some paintings that my sister-in-law's mom did, and like forgot all the important documents, which is fine because they're in a fireproof safe. So literally just like had to grab the dog and run. And I was like, oh my God, 10 minutes? Like I think I would be wrangling my cats for 10 minutes. I like don't even know.
Yeah, right.
Like I went and bought a fireproof safe after I heard all this because like I need to like get my
So
shit
did they
together.
lose everything?
So we were tracking the fire. So it's one of the biggest Colorado fires. I don't even think it's not contained. I think it's at like 90,000 acres or something. So we were tracking the fire on this like app, and we see it like on the app, or on the website, it's just this huge red zone of like where the fire is. And we like, you can put in an address. And when we put it in his address, if you zoom in, like really zoom in, there's one tiny little like cutout of where their house is. And we're like, oh, I don't know. But like, it like, we don't know how accurate those things are. Like, we don't want to get his hopes up or anything.
Yeah. So he doesn't know yet?
So he doesn't know. yet in the story. And then literally a week goes by, they're like jumping from like friend's house to friend's house with like the girls and everything, and they're all very confused. He gets a text or a phone call from his neighbor, who he like barely knows them, but I guess just being friendly. His neighbor sends him a photo, and he's like, dude, they saved your house. Like, literally,
No
they
way.
dug a fire trench, and he sent photos. So they have the driveway, which is like going down the middle of this photo. One side is black, charred, everything completely gone, all the buildings, all the house. And then the other side is like grass and the house you can see in the background. And the firefighters literally dug a fire trench around the entire house, and like it jumped in one area, but I guess there were firefighters there to like put it out. But like, honestly, just the most insane miracle ever.
Wow.
Like, ever. It was crazy. And like,
Maybe that's what'll happen with my cabin.
yeah,
You better
maybe.
shovel, buddy, and start digging.
I know. The only
Like
hope I
wildfires are
have
so that
is that
scary.
my cabin is in like a pretty big like vacation community. There's a ton of houses there. So I would think
Mhm.
it's like a pretty big priority to try and protect that area. But the fire started, I don't know, 6 days ago. And in
Ooh.
the last like 4 days, it grew from 10,000 acres to now it's at 20,000 acres. And it's gone from like 10 miles away. Now it's 2 miles away. It's moving about 2
Yeah.
miles a day. So if they don't
Yeah,
do
it moves
something
so
quick,
fast.
and it's moving like right towards the
Yeah.
property. So
Now, do you
Yeah,
guys
a lot of
have
wildfires this
fire
year.
insurance? I mean, I
Oh,
know your
yeah.
mother, like you were dealing with that.
Yeah, because this
for a
would be the
while.
second home that's burned down.
Right. Oh my gosh. You need to
Yeah,
build
it's
on
so
a
scary.
glacier.
I am hopeful that, I mean, they're putting a lot of resources into it, but I don't know. Tomorrow's like the telling day. If they don't get it slowed down, it would be there tomorrow. So
Oof.
by next episode, this is what I'm saying. It's a cliffhanger.
All right. I
It's
guess
By
a
it is.
next
cliffhanger.
episode, we will know whether the
I'm on the
cabin's
edge of my
there
seat.
or not.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
God.
Yeah. But it's like I keep like pulling up the app and looking at it, like you said.
Yeah.
Do you guys have
it's
a
so
Nest
crazy.
cam or anything there so you could see a live feed of what's no? Huh?
No.
Balls.
Yeah. And it's
Oh,
weird because we
wow.
were just there like 4 days ago, and we could like there's smoke in the air. We knew the fire was a ways away. And I did have this moment when I was getting in the car. I almost like got in the car and I turned around and I looked at the house and I was like, is this the last time I'm gonna see this house?
Oh no.
I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Has it been really dry? Like there's not
Yeah.
much rain or anything?
Yeah, it's been really dry and warm for this early in the season. Normally, fire season in Oregon doesn't really kick off until like August when it really dries out. This is pretty early.
Yeah.
So,
Well, the
'cause what
Canada
happened
wildfires are
was
really bad too.
last week there was a huge thunderstorm that went through Eastern Oregon. There's like 2,000 lightning strikes, and they started fires all over the place. So,
Oof.
We had a tornado yesterday touchdown
oh,
in
What?
Yeah. Tornado.
What?
Yeah, there was a tornado warning. Lindsay had to be evacuated into the basement of her school.
I didn't know you got tornadoes over there.
Yeah, I've never
We
heard of
don't.
tornadoes in the
We
Northeast.
don't. But there was, pictures of Parsippany, New Jersey, like with huge funnels. I'm not sure if there was really any devastation.
What is happening?
Did the tornado
yeah.
warning go off, and everyone's like, "What the hell is that thing?"
Yeah, I couldn't turn it.
What do we do?
I was on the phone with Paul actually when it came through, and then he texted me like pictures of the path, and it like started like 10 minutes east of me, and then was starting to go towards Lindsay and my sister over that way. But
Wow.
yeah,
Dude, the world's coming to an end, man.
Yeah.
yeah, it's scary.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay inside, and I don't even have a basement to go into. So
You don't have a
That's
basement?
true.
no, that was another $50,000 to have a basement
Mm.
or more.
Dude, just
Wow.
climb
What do we
under
need that
your,
for? Just more
climb under your
crap to
table
store.
saw.
Right, yeah. Or in the bathtub,
The
I
bathtub.
guess. Or in a doorway.
Yeah,
That
just
sounds
like barricade yourself with cast iron tools all around you.
Oh, right. Yeah, flip up my saw stop.
What
and
you
my
should do is get in the bathtub
router
and fill it
table.
up with water, because
Mm.
tornadoes can't cross water.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Tell that to tropical
think
storm. Every
like
tropical storm that
2
hits
feet?
Florida.
Well, if a tornado goes into water, then it's a hurricane. I think that's how it works.
Is it?
Creates a sharknado.
Yeah.
Oh, then
Don't
it's
It would
quote
a
me
just
on
be like a
that. I could be
Jerry
making
Amola
that up.
tornado.
I know. Yes.
Oh,
Oh man, got white
Wow.
caps.
So,
in the
anyways,
bathtub.
stay tuned for next week with the
Oh, dude.
Ooh, yeah. Good luck
Thoughts and
with that.
prayers.
the conclusion. I mean,
That is
at the
crazy.
end of the day, it would be devastating. I worked really hard on that place, but it is just a house, you know.
You're looking at it. I can tell you in the back of your mind. You're like, sweet, another investment property. That's another a year's worth
No.
of content.
No, I don't want to
so
do
much
another
work.
property.
I
I
know.
don't want to do another property.
Well, I hope the Airstream didn't sell because you might need that if you're gonna go
I know.
up and
Seriously.
camping up there.
So,
Oh,
anyways,
dude.
what's new
Wow.
with you
That's
guys?
wild. That's crazy.
Nothing
Oh
that
boy.
catastrophic.
I spent.
Well, I had a.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say I had a thing that I messed up.
Oh,
Nice.
already? All right. Well, let's fire
Right
it up. Hang
into
on.
it. Let's go.
Oh, sh.
Screwed up this week.
Pause.
Okay, so it's not
I was all over it,
exactly.
I had my finger on the button to
Okay.
pause it, but
Of course.
still good backup.
So it's not exactly woodworking. So I
All right, let's
made
look at
this.
this.
I just texted it to you. I made this very cool stained glass fish, and I finished it today. It's for my friend, my best friend who's moving to Fishtown. I was like, this thing's really cool. I'm gonna make it, and I completed it. It took forever. I like put all the chains in. I'm like very proud of it. I'm taking a photo of it,
Are the bones
holding
backwards?
it.
Yeah,
We're not gonna look at that.
you're dynamically, anatomically correct.
Is it?
I thought they go the other
I
way.
don't know. They go down? I don't know. But anyway, I'm holding it up.
I
to
was
take this
actively
photo.
looking for a mistake, so
All right.
I hold it up to take this photo. I'm like, it's really cool. I'm like very proud of it. And then I drop it.
no.
Literally, I sent Sean a text like, look how cool this thing is. And a second later, I screamed, was like, I dropped it.
Oh
my
no.
God. Oh my
How
They
big
God.
all
was it?
break. Did every piece break?
Not every piece broke. It was one or two pieces broke. The lead is a little dented. And I was like, I can't remake everything. So I'm just gonna remake the pieces that cracked. But I was so mad at myself.
Oh, that
Oh,
sucks.
man.
I felt like in that video where you had with the nightstands and the nightstand falling off of the
Yeah,
wall.
felt the
I was like,
Just
Which
that
you still have,
moment
right?
of shock. Yeah, yeah, they're under a desk over there, just sitting.
Just
oh
Yeah.
my God. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
that
this
way
for
on the
me-
floor, so right where they ended up.
Yeah. I mean,
in
if it's
their
for me, it'd be
final
fine,
resting
but I
place.
have this like birthday present that I have to give on Friday. I'm like, I don't have time, but it's fine.
How long
fine.
does something like this take?
It's not that long. I'm also getting really fast at it. So I think I probably, I don't know. I could probably make that whole thing maybe within like 3 nights.
Oh,
okay.
But it's just a pain. I was ready. I was ready to
Yeah.
be done.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Maron.
But
It is
that's
nice.
okay.
Even
That's
though
cool.
it's anatomically incorrect.
I'm gonna look this up.
You have inverse vertebrae.
Do I really?
think.
Oh my God! Of course.
I don't know. I think
I
because
don't know.
It would make
I
sense
just-
that they would want to be aerodynamic and go.
That's what I was
face
thinking.
the
I was
other
thinking
way.
from like an F1 perspective. Like that's not
Yeah.
very aerodynamic.
Okay, but I'm looking it up, and depending on the fish, it looks like it could be either way.
Yeah, you're fine.
What about on a stained glass fish?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
specific
that's a good
species.
question.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, you know,
It's
dealer's
fine.
choice.
so
I spent
Ugh.
the whole day editing video for Craig's build,
Mm.
the bench that he did.
How did it go?
And So here's what I told him after going through the video. The final product is amazing. He knocked it out of the park. And he didn't do anything necessarily wrong in how he built it. But there were so many times I just started laughing in editing the video because the way he did things was, like, sometimes the hardest way to do it, or like, and I think this is common with anybody that's, like, newer to building. It's just so overkill, like,
Oh, yeah, of
engineer-wise.
course.
Like, there was
Especially
one
for the client too.
Yeah, there was one point where he's putting these cabinet boxes together, and there were so many pieces of plywood, random, like, brace pieces shoved in this tiny little spot, crisscrossing each other, like, in every direction. I was like, "Oh my gosh. Can you put any more plywood in there?" Or, like, he had to hang these big panels on the wall that made up, like, the back of the bench. So he did, like, French cleats on the back, and he made these panels to, like, hang on the wall. So he put the French cleats up on the wall, and then he hung the panels up there, and then there's 3 panels, and 2 of them have to, like, butt into the back one. So he gets the first panel up there, and he realizes it's not, like, level. It's not squared up. So he takes it off, and then he has to shim the French cleats on the wall so that that panel will sit, like, perfectly square. Great. So he spends, like, a ton of time getting these all shimmed and perfect. Then he hangs all 3 panels up there, and they're, like, nice. They look great. Then he decides that the 2 that butt up against the back one, he's going to clip those together with lamello clips. So he pulls all the panels off. He spends like an hour and a half marking it all out, getting his lamellos in there, and then like clips them together. Or I'm watching this and I'm like, you already had it up there. It was
Right.
perfect. I would have just in from the top into the studs in like, 2 minutes and moved on to the next thing. It's
Mm.
just funny how people's like, brains work differently. There's just a lot of things like that. It was
Well,
Well,
it
that
interesting.
makes for
thing
a good
is
voiceover.
very sturdy, it seems like.
Oh, it is not going anywhere. I told him, I was like, "You didn't do anything wrong. I mean, like, if anything, it's just gonna be stronger." It was just a
Mm.
lot of time spent. Like, he hooked the French cleats onto the back of these panels with 12 screws into the back of the panel, and I'm like, "Okay, that's a lot of screws, but that's gonna hold." And then he, like, second guesses himself. So he takes out all 12 screws, adds glue in there,
Oh
and
my
then
god.
puts it back on. And I'm like, okay. Now now it's a little too far. Like the 12 screws wasn't gonna be enough to hold it in place.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
yeah. It
Well,
is
better
kinda
than
fun
not enough.
editing a video watching somebody else build, though.
Mm.
But the end product looked great. I mean, and none of this stuff you can see when it's done, so it doesn't matter.
It would be really funny to have you, Jason, do a voiceover for one of Keith's build, having never seen it. Be like,
Talk
why
about
is this video so
over-engineering.
long?
What the heck are you doing?
Why is he doing that? It's funny because
Yeah.
you mentioned the lamello clips that he used. So I had the red oak desk I was doing, which I think I had said last time, was essentially like a frame, a shallow frame or a shallow cabinet that had a face frame on top of it for the substructure.
It
And
turned
here
out
I
great.
am. Thank you. Client loved it. I'm like, oh, I really need to snap this hole, even though it's going to be under the top of the desk. No one's ever going to see it. I really should lamello this thing on here and just snap it on. But the face frame overhung on both sides. I'm like, all right, this is going to be a lot of marking and measuring and figuring out. I'm like, you don't need to do this. You don't need to do this, right? So I called my buddy Kyle Kidwell, as a furniture maker up in Maine. I was like, dude, what would you just get me out of my own head? What would you do here? He goes, glue and a couple brad nails. It's like, shit, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Because it would have taken me hours just to mark everything out, figure out the offsets and all of that, get everything plunged. And for what? Nothing.
Yeah, well, that's like Craig with these lamello clips, because he put like, not only did he do lamello clips on both sides, he put like 6 on each side.
That's
And I literally would have just toenailed a couple screws in from the top, because he's gonna put a top cap on the top too. And all you got to do is keep it from sliding back out,
Yeah.
It would have been like a 1-minute operation and then on to the next thing. But
Yeah, I need to start doing that more. It's just being simple with things rather than overkill.
Because I always
Taking
step
up too
back and
much
I ask
time.
myself the question, like, is my quicker way of doing this, is it gonna like hurt the aesthetic of the piece? Like in that case, You're going to put some screws in. I don't love screws, but then you're going to put a top finish piece on top of it, glued on there, that no one's ever going to be able to see those screws unless you rip the entire thing apart.
Mm.
Same with like the lamella clips. Yeah, they're in there. They serve their purpose. No one's ever going to know there's lamella clips in there.
Mm.
So it's like, which one's faster? Same end result.
Yeah. I'm after this desk build, which, ran me ragged for the last 6 weeks, 15 hours a day plus whatever. I was like, I gotta find a better way. This is too much. Like it wasn't even that difficult of a build. Like I'd got away from the brass and all these like crazy details, but I still went a little bit over the top on some things.
You didn't turn the legs, did you?
No, I bought those.
Okay.
I would never turn 4 legs. The number one have to look the same, and my little teeny lathe isn't big enough anyway. But no, that is something I would not do.
If Keith tried to turn 4 matching legs, I guarantee he would turn no less than 20 legs.
Yep.
Probably right.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
And that's the problem.
Or they would have started out like pretty beefy, and then they
And
would
then
have gotten
yeah.
skinnier and skinnier and skinnier.
Yeah.
Take
Go for
little
more
bit off of this
modern
one, a little
minimalist
bit off of
approach.
that one.
Hope you don't mind.
Kudos to the guys that can turn like identical things over and over again.
I
'Cause I've tried
know.
it even for like little things like matching like drawer pulls. Like I ended
Oh,
up like
right,
for
yeah.
4 drawer pulls, I was building this hutch. I think I turned like 10 of them to try and get
Oh, really?
4 that were like close enough that, it wasn't obvious they were different. And they were like super simple too. It's so hard.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I
guess
can't
most people
even-
have like templates, right? That they use.
But even then, like I've had things where I made one, I was like, all right, it was like a chisel hand. I'm like, I need to make another one exactly like this. I couldn't get the exact profile right, like nothing matched perfectly. And then I'm taking caliper measurements.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like a half inch too small.
I know.
The
Oops, too
diameter. I'm like,
much.
what the flip? Start
And my
over.
brother-in-law, he does a lot of turning for his chairs, Fernway woodworking. But he's got like this thing where you make a template and
Yeah.
then there's like a
Duplicator, right?
crank on the router and it follows the template along and it like
Mhm.
makes it perfect every time.
It's 4 chairs, I think, right?
I don't know. I think you could do anything.
Or I guess it
on
could be for anything, right? But I mean,
I mean,
that's
this
what
is
we use
just
it
like
for.
on he's got like a duplicator machine too that's different,
Yeah.
but this is like
Oh.
an actual router and it's
Oh,
like a
I
separate
see, okay.
attachment that you put on it.
Oh.
I think you can put
Hmm.
anything in there. Like you can put an existing like spindle in there, and then it's got this little like feeler arm that like
Mm.
moves with the knife as it goes along the piece, so it can like copy it.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
Wow.
pretty cool.
Probably don't
So
need
how did
that.
the installation go? I mean, you delivered it. You said they liked
Yeah.
it.
So the night before, I was up till 3 a.m. finishing.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
I had
Keith.
these 2 these 2 little drawers that I was like, I don't want to make these. Let's just cut these on Pete's laser because kind of like this. They make little box joints like that, and then you just put the whole thing together, right? It's beautiful. Unfortunately, since it was oak, like it burns, where it cuts all these things that are dark on here, which is the end grain, it like burns them. So you have to kind of sand that all back. And it takes a while when you burn the end grain of red oak. It just, the char goes so deep. So the amount of time it took, like I had a pile of plane shavings like this big for one drawer just to get everything, all that burn marks off and get everything consistent. And then I was like, crap, how am I going to, like, I don't want these things to ride along the desk and scratch everything up. So like glue felt on the bottom. And then I had to make little guide rails inside so that wouldn't rub and maintain even reveals, blah, blah, blah. So finished at 3, got up the next morning, and it was a 3-hour drive out to Pennsylvania. So Lindsay's helping me. It took us 3.5 hours to get everything blanketed, shrink wrapped, and loaded in the truck because there were so many, I'm so nervous after all this work that like I can't just like wrap something up and then if it falls or gets dented, like all that work is
Yeah.
out the window. So I'm like protecting it like it's fine china and the long drive out there. So get everything
We're in
packed up.
PA.
State College. So right near
Okay.
Penn State.
Oh, that's far. Yeah.
It was far. And the night before, I think I'm like, oh, now I'm gonna have to take like video of me installing this thing and like setting it up and final glamour shots. Let me see if Justin's around. See if he can, because he likes to fly by the seat of his pants. He'll just take a road trip. So I was like, dude, because it was July 4th weekend, I think. And I was like, maybe he's off tomorrow. I was like, hey, dude, are you off tomorrow? Can you drive out to PA and help me with this? He's like, let me check, maybe. And he's like, yeah. It's like, oh my God, lifesaver.
Dude,
so he met me out there.
Justin impression, by the way.
I know.
Let me check, maybe, yeah.
So he drives and he stops to see Ashley Piper on the way, which was good, little stopover. And then he meets me out there just as we had unloaded everything. It's like, nice timing, Justin. But my client is like a younger guy, like you talk about like ideal, perfect clients. This guy was it. Like, love the desk, like love the whole process. I involved him in the process, sending pictures and videos. I'm like, hey, I'm going to do this. What do you think? And that, like, loved it all. And they just built this new house, which they hadn't even moved into yet. So we get everything unloaded, and then he helped me with the installation process. We had to get the top on and lamello clips for the audio racks and all this stuff. And we just had a great day. The three of us chilling out, hanging for like 6 hours. It was a great experience. Just one of those really fun deliveries. And thank God.
Is it a freestanding desk or it's not built? Okay.
No, it's freestanding. Better. And then there was a separate audio kind of rack that was on wheels for more audio gear. So, yeah, I mean, for Red Oak, it looked good.
Yeah.
But I just,
it was like the least Red Oak I've ever seen, though.
Yeah. I mean, color-wise, it had all the properties of Red Oak, like
was it
soaked up, finished like crazy. Yeah, it was all rift and a little bit of quarter. I got super lucky with what I found.
Yeah. Where did you get it?
At Willer Brothers. Just
went
down there to look.
Wanted Red Oak.
Yeah, I think part of it was because he has some other things that are like he had just had one of those sewing stations. It's like a kind of a mission style or craftsman style that had refinished that was oak, and Red Oak is obviously cheaper. So,
is that why you wanted the legs in that style too?
Yeah, because it's more of they're out in the country in Pennsylvania, so it's kind of like not farmhouse, but more traditional style. And that's the juxtaposition of modern tech audio equipment in kind of an old style traditional desk.
Yeah, it's cool.
I didn't really see it all come together until it was together. I was like, you know what? I like it. Like, it's certainly not my style, and I wouldn't want it in my house, but the way it all looked, like in the end, I thought it was great. It really did.
I feel like audio.
I wouldn't want it anywhere near me, but it looks good.
Hey, we all have different tastes, and that's the beauty of it.
That's true. So I feel like audio stuff is always really like very modern, kind of clean. A lot of like
or people go like very steampunk, like industrial.
Yeah, that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was definitely different and kind of one of a kind. So it worked. And I made the top with the audio components. They're lamelloed on. So if some days like, hey, this 3U unit over here isn't working, I need a 6U. We can just take the lamello, put the Allen wrench, take it off, make a new one, pop in a new one. So it's not necessarily expandable, but you can change the pieces if you wanted to. But yeah, Justin took 5,000 photos that I had to go through. That was fun. And then the only thing that stunk is like he didn't have like his full monitor set up, and like, so did I tell you about the keyboard?
Well, you told us about the struggles and like fitting it in the drawer and everything.
Oh, okay. So so it was on video. I was like, hey, can you put the keyboard in there? Because as you know, I really struggled with this drawer, getting it the right height to fit your keyboard dimensions and all that. And he's like, yeah, it's right over here in this box. And I see this box and it's ginormous. It's like, that keyboard is only 13 inches by 7 by 2 inches tall. Like, there must be a lot of packaging in that box. Well, he gave me a link to what it was. And then when you go to Sweetwater, whatever the friggin' website
Oh,
is that
yeah,
has the
yeah.
dimensions. So he pulls the thing out, and it's like gigantic. I was like, that can't be the stuff the right one. He puts it in the drawer and goes to close it, and it goes doink, and like the knobs are sticking up this high. It just hits the knobs. Never ever gonna fit.
Oh no.
So he's like, what link did I send you? And you just hear me in the background go, because I'm like, what in my head, I'm like, what the fuck did I not? Did I open the wrong thing? Did I take the wrong measurements? He's like, oh yeah, I didn't buy that one yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Or maybe he wasn't planning on it. Either way, 2 days later, he bought it and he sent me a picture with it in there and a little video of the drawer closing. So it all fits. But I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
Oh boy.
Because even if he wanted that specific keyboard to fit in there, there would have been no way to make. I would have had to. I mean, I guess it could have been done, but the apron would have had to be made taller. There would have been a lot of things up front that would have had to been done differently, measurement wise. But in the end, it all worked out.
Nice.
Goodness.
But yeah, so thanks.
How's the
to
video
Justin.
doing?
I was saying to Jason before, it's not doing great, but it is better than my last 3. It's 7 out of 10,
Okay.
not 10 out of 10. And it's kind of brought in a newer audience, which is then propelling some of my
The
older videos.
audiophiles?
Maybe. Or just the Red Oak lovers. I don't know.
But it's the Red Oak lovers.
Could be.
Yeah.
Or the fact that I have the word hate in the title. Like people seem to
yeah.
gravitate towards that.
If you put hate and
Controversial.
Red Oak in a title, it's gold, Jerry.
Oh, yeah. It's good.
Yeah.
It's red gold. Red, porous, finish sucking gold. Like that. I could have used a whole nother I had 2 coats of Rubio on there. It could have taken a third. It was just still just dull.
Sucks it up.
Oh, just because of the pores?
Yeah, just so spongy. But yeah, it was after that. So that was like 2 weeks ago. I've pretty much done nothing since then. Like I needed
Oh.
a mental vacation. And
You should
a
come
vacation
visit.
from the shop. I should
Good for
have come
you.
down. I didn't want to leave the house though, Mary. Like, I just needed to like
That's fair.
me and Netflix. And yeah, it burned me out bad. But my next video is I'm doing a small kind of built-in cabinet coffee bar station in our kitchen.
Just a simple little project, right?
Yeah. Well, this is where
I
I'm
thought you were going to
struggling.
do more millwork.
Well, this is.
Or I thought you were going to do more cabinetry stuff.
It is. It's a cabinet. Upper with glass door and the
Oh,
lower is
okay.
3 drawers. But the problem is like, how do I want to build this thing? Face frame, no face frame, solid, slab front drawers with frame and pan. So I drew it out. Like, here you go. Like, here's the plan. Like, right? That's all you need.
Yeah.
It's got dimensions
you
and
need.
everything.
Yeah.
I ordered the
Just a
drawer
little scribble on a
slides.
piece of paper.
I ordered the LEDs.
What are you going to make it out of?
It's
Red
white
oak.
oak.
Oh,
Can you imagine?
you're
He
just
turns
all
red
Red
oak.
Oak now.
Everything. The all Red Oak channel.
Well, my last video did not do well
Mm.
and had the most negative comments on a video that I can remember
Really?
in recent history. Yeah.
Wait, what was it? Was it the Seattle?
It was
one?
part 2 of the Seahawks build. And it's
Okay.
funny because all the negative comments were around like the design of the space, which I had nothing to do with. We just built the freaking thing the way that they wanted. Specifically, the oak paneling that you have behind you.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Well, everybody in the comments says that like they're not going
You
to be
could have
able to
made it
use
yourself.
No, they're not going to be able to use it to film in there because the vertical lines are going to cause like some crazy effect on camera and it's not going to like work properly. Which I didn't see that when we were filming in there. Doesn't look like that behind you. And not to mention they're the ones that wanted the oak paneling, so they picked it out. We didn't pick it out. We just did what we were told. But that's like every comment is like, oh yeah, this is a horrible mistake. Blah, 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 blah. The other thing people didn't like is that I used extension cords to plug in the LEDs, and then I ran extension cords over to the switches, and then I cut the extension cords and added a switch into the extension cord and then plugged them in. And they're like, electrical code doesn't allow for their. It's not a permanent, like, it's not permanently installed. It's like a It's not like running through an extension cord through a wall. People need to calm down.
It's I mean, it's essentially like when they do, just for example, like college football, when they do game day or whatever, and they travel all over the country to these different stadiums. Like everything's set up temporarily. Like cords everywhere, everything, and that's
this
what it is.
This is literally like a temporary space setup. Nothing
it's
is
meant
like,
to be broken down.
Yeah,
hence the
nothing is
dance floor
permanent.
and all that.
So I don't know.
People love to hate, though.
People love to hate. And then every once in a while, there was like the one comment that's like, "This is amazing. It's the best thing I've ever seen." And you're like, "Yeah, take that."
Yeah,
pin that 99 other people.
Do you let the comments get to you? I know, like
No,
some
not at
people
all.
it affects them more than others. They're like, you always
I
remember
normally
like the
don't
bad
even
ones.
read the comments. I only went to the comment section on this one because the video just wasn't doing well. And I was like, what do people have a problem with? And then, I mean, that doesn't make sense that that's why I don't know why the video is not doing well. I don't know. Maybe people just don't like football.
Yeah, enough with the Seahawks, man.
Yeah. But I'm excited. Going to be back in the shop next week, actually building something. It's been too long. I'm going to be building a wood storage organization unit in the corner of my shop, which isn't the most glamorous thing to build, but it really needs to be done. So
And you still have to do like a big miter saw station, right?
I gotta do everything, man. We got tools in there, and that's it. Like,
forget you just have a Powermatic showroom with no.
I need to do work tables. I need to do cabinets, everything.
Oh boy, are you going to film all of it, or is there stuff that's like not?
Of course,
I don't not film anything.
Okay.
Right. Everything
except your trips to the bathroom. Hopefully,
every once in a while I film those too.
Yeah.
But I literally haven't worked yet in July. It's been weird. Like, this will be the first time I'm back in the shop is next week. Because we went to Seattle end of June. We got 2 videos out of that, which ran beginning of July. And then Craig's build that he did in June is going to be this week. So I've literally been just hanging out, playing golf.
Feels good.
I saw the golf trip with Sean.
Yeah, that was so much fun.
Black Butte, but you guys played more holes than
ridiculous.
So Sean shows up on Sunday. I had to pick him
he
up
told
from
me
the
about
airport.
the plan.
And Craig and our other buddy Jeff didn't show up till Monday. And this is a pretty like intense competition all week. Last year, me and Sean were talking about like we wondered if taking gummies before a round of golf would improve or hurt our scores. So Sean shows up on Sunday and I'm like, dude, this is our chance to like test the theory. Because if it makes us exceptional like golfers, we need to know ahead of time. I don't think it helped.
But you couldn't read the writing on your scorecard.
I don't necessarily want to say it hurt, but we had a lot of fun.
Okay, well, that's all that matters.
Well, yeah, so that's what's important.
Yeah, it did make it very, very fun because like we
So
weren't
Craig and
playing
Jeff
great,
did
but we
not-
didn't care.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Craig and Jeff did not take gummies. Were they like, well, are you two wackos?
No, because they weren't there. This was a round we played by ourselves. It was just me and Sean alone out on the course, laughing at each other.
He was saying that
hitting
you guys were
horrible.
planning on like hiding some balls in the trees or something.
Yeah, we had this other thought that like there's some common spots that if you're gonna lose a ball, like you're gonna lose it in these areas. And I was like, dude, what if we went around and hid balls in those areas on this round?
Like an Easter egg.
So that when we're playing with Craig and Jeff, if we accidentally hit in that area, we'll just be like, oh, I found it. But that would be cheating, and we didn't do it.
Oh man.
Wow.
So, but one of the most fun things of the weekend, dude, this is a crap I bought on Instagram if you want to play the jingle.
Oh yeah, let me hit it. Hang on. Oh, by the way, Joe, when I said sponge, Joe said not sponge worthy.
Crap we bought on Instagram.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, dude.
So I was served this. You got a cramp there, buddy?
It's starting. I'm
Take those
I'm
pants
ready.
off.
So Mary, if you see me take my pants off, it's
Mary, you missed it.
Nothing
Last
personal.
time it was just me and Keith. Mid-story.
Wait, what happened?
Mid-story, Keith gets a leg cramp, just
Takes
like
his
now.
pants off?
I'm like in the middle of a story. He gets up and leaves the room, and he's like, "Keep talking." I'm like, "Talking to who? I'm the
I
only
can
one
hear
sitting
you.
here."
Just because you don't see my face, pretend it's a phone call.
Then he comes back in, takes his pants off, and starts spritzing his legs with magnesium spray.
Today
Oh,
was leg day,
no.
dude, and they're cramping up.
Okay, well, you
Yeah,
spritz
all right.
yourself. I'll talk about
Yeah.
my crap
Keith,
about an
do you
Instagram.
drink enough water?
Yes, I do, but I
See,
just have
there go the pants.
I have a.
Oh my god!
I have an autoimmune disease where
I'll
my
tell you if it's an emergency.
my
To talk to you.
Oh.
My bracket.
like the
There's
the
so much
muscle
going
down
on right
my-
now. I don't know.
my
what's
hamstring is
happening.
like this, like completely.
That was my son. My wife's at the grocery store, and he needed to let me know that one of his brackets on his braces came off. So
Oh, that was the emergency.
emergency, I guess.
Okay.
Don't think his teeth are gonna fall. Okay, anyways, crap about on Instagram.
Yeah. What'd you buy?
This was like a couple of weeks before the annual golf trip, and I got served this ad for this golf game called Bucket Golf. You might have seen
Ooh,
the
I've
ads
heard of
on
this. I
Instagram.
think.
And Sean actually sent me the link too. I'd already seen it, and then he sent me the link. He's like, "Dude, we should get this for the Black Butte Boogie." And I was a little skeptical. It looked a little like, meh. It is so much freaking fun because they send you these like collapsible like buckets, kind of like the pop-up tent material. You know, you throw a tent and it just
Mhm.
pops up, but they're
Oh,
like
yeah.
buckets. They just like pop up. They send you 9 of them, so you can set up a 9-hole course, and they send you these ridiculous clubs with like a giant face on them, and then you play with wiffle balls. And so you can set
Ooh.
up your 9-hole course like anywhere you want. And since we're at the cabin in the woods, we had this like really nice scenic course throughout the whole wooded area, and it got pretty intense. And each hole's a par 3, no matter like what the distance. If you hit the bucket, that's like good, you're done. That ends the hole. If you go in the bucket, it's -1 off your score.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay. So it's like a
Yeah,
bird.
and there's like tee boxes that they come with, these little like things. You set up the tee box, and then you got the bucket, and there's flags. And then we didn't find out till after the fact, but you can also get glow in the dark balls, so you can play at
Oh, so
night.
play at night.
That's
Yes.
cool.
Yeah, so that was pretty fun.
That sounds like fun.
I know that
don't
was a
think
lot
I
of
bought
build up for
anything.
not that exciting of a story, but bucket golf.
I think if I bought
It's okay.
anything
Keith is still
on-
rubbing his legs.
Yeah, I'm just rubbing my thighs.
Is that what he's
Um,
rubbing?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mary.
Since when did $35 become the normal price for a t-shirt?
Mm.
When? That's it. But I
Yeah,
continue
and
to buy
hats
them.
now are like $50.
What?
I mean, but I
Yeah.
buy them. Like, that's the thing. Like, this company 2046, they make like these kind of NASA-based shirts. It was a Facebook ad. And I was like, I kind of like that t-shirt. I mean, I always need more t-shirts. I mean, I only have
You do not.
150.
Out of
What's another?
everybody I know,
I
you do not need more
Yeah, your
t-shirts.
drawer full of t-shirts.
Jeez, shelves of them. But the problem is I wear the same 10 because the rest of them I don't like, but I don't have the heart to throw them away.
Mm.
So I get these 2 shirts, $35 a piece. But I like them. Like, they fit right. Their comfort level is good. I'm like, I will buy more now of these t-shirts, even at $35 a piece. That the second you get glue on, now I can't wear them out in
See,
public.
that's why Craig makes fun of me because I wear the same shirt pretty much every day. It's a plain
Yeah.
gray shirt.
This one here.
I get them on Amazon. It's $25 for a 3-pack. I really like the way they fit. They're called Into the AM,
Oh.
but they're cheap enough that if I get glue on it, I just throw it
Mm.
away. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, that one's done. And I just have like bags of them. I just pull out another one. But I basically wear the same shirt. I have them in gray. I have them in white. These are all the t-shirts I wear. That's it.
You guys don't wear shop aprons or anything?
I hate
No, I
aprons.
hate shop
Hate
aprons.
them.
Oh, okay.
It pulls down on my neck. It's hot
It's
in the summer.
hot.
All of it.
Pockets fill up
Interesting.
with sawdust.
Mm.
Interesting. I looked for
Yeah,
like the
so-
best shop apron because I also hate when it fills up with sawdust. So I found one. I forget where it's from, probably like Duluth, but it's got every pocket has like a flap over it so the sawdust can't get in. It doesn't weigh down by like the neck because it's two straps. I kind of like cross across the back, I guess.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's
this
I have
is
one like
all I
that.
need.
What's his name at Calvera?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the leather
Mike.
one. Yeah.
Mike. Yeah, it's
Yep.
a beautiful apron, and it's
But leather's
crossed on the
heavy.
back. It is heavy
Yeah.
though. That's the thing. It's
And
just
hot.
heavy.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
I like the
breathe.
canvas.
I mean, I've worn it like 3 times for like a photo shoot when people come over and they're
Yeah.
like, "You need to look more like a woodworker." I'm like, "Okay, I'll put this on." I never wear it, but sure, why not?
I don't know if I would feel comfortable using like a nice leather shop apron because all I do is just smear like glue all over it and like
I know, but those are
random
like
crap
battle
on it.
scars. Gets that
Right.
patina to it.
The glue patina.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of battle, I saw the Odyssey last night.
Oh,
you guys seen it?
IMAX?
It's really good. No,
I haven't been to the
it was
movies
sold
in
out,
10 years.
but
Oh, okay.
it was really good.
It looks good.
It was so long. It was so freaking long.
Well,
It was
it
very
has to be, right?
Odyssey,
I mean,
I mean-
That's true. That's true. 3 hours, but it was excellent. Would definitely recommend.
I saw some
Wow.
stat the other day that they have spent $150 million bringing Matt Damon home between Saving Private Ryan, The Martian, Odyssey, and one other one where they had to rest. Oh, Interstellar. Is that
Interstellar,
one?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to bring him home.
yeah.
But it
That
looks
is
a good
funny.
one. It looks good.
Yeah.
He said he might
It
even
is
be up
good.
for another Bourne movie, which I love.
Really?
I love that franchise.
It's
Oh
funny
my
because
gosh, me
we
too.
just watched Martian with Ivor like 3
I will watch
nights
it
ago.
every time it's on TV.
It's
And
so
it is
good.
a-
Wait, did you
it's
guys see
such a
Project
good
Hail
movie.
Mary?
Mhm.
No, I haven't seen that one yet. But
Oh,
what's
Saw it.
that
funny
one's really
about
fun.
watching Martian the other night is because we were trying to pick between 2 movies, and Ivor narrowed it down to either he wanted to watch Castaway or
Mm.
Martian.
Hmm.
And as I'm
Well,
watching
solid
Martian, I'm
options.
like, this is basically Castaway on Mars.
Yeah, no, on Mars.
I mean, it's pretty much the same movie.
Yeah.
It's just one's in like
That's a good
Fiji and one's
point.
on Mars.
Yeah.
The same way that like people love the Avatar movies. I'm like, it's literally Dances with
No,
Wolves
not
in
a fan of
space.
those.
That's all
They're
it is.
horrible. I can't look
Same
at those
exact
long neck
storyline.
people.
Yeah.
Well, you summed
Having
it up
sex
with
your ponytail. Who believes that?
Yeah,
You can't have
What
sex
is-
in a bathtub.
that doesn't work. Didn't you say that the F1 movie was basically Top Gun?
Top
in a
Gun
car?
without the
yeah.
wings on the
Yeah.
on the ships. Yeah.
Was
the
it good
planes.
though? Because I love Top Gun in general. Like
Top Gun Maverick was a good movie. The F1.
I love
F1
Top Gun
was-
Maverick.
Yeah, I wasn't super thrilled with the F1 movie.
Okay.
No, the F1 movie. Forget it. It was
Yeah.
trash.
No, Top
That's
Gun
the
was
what
great.
that was the Brad Pitt one.
Yeah. Yeah.
When are they going to come out with a really good woodworking movie? You know?
This should be your next project.
Like
Jason.
we're not represented in Hollywood very well. Who do I write to
Hmm.
say that like you're missing out on a core group of people?
Steven
Honestly,
Spielberg.
it's
like
probably
a-
just like Nick Offerman.
Yeah, that's
Woodworking hero. Like they find out that the Resolute desk is like got some special power, and if it falls apart, that the whole like United States will crumble, and they need a badass woodworker to come in and build like a perfect replica, and
with
it's got
Gorilla
to
Glue.
source the wood from all like these old places, and I mean that's a good movie
Well,
right there.
in National Treasure 2, the
Mm.
Resolute desk is part of the quest to discover
Yeah.
the city of gold. So
See,
Right. The Lost
we need
City
a
of
whole
Gold.
movie just about woodworking.
a desk.
Isn't that Pinocchio with Geppetto?
Yeah, I guess that's
Trying
true.
to think. What about the Patriot, where he keeps making
Well,
rocking
that's a
chairs
scene.
that fall
I'm just
apart?
saying.
An entire movie. That's
a woodworking movie.
our YouTube channels.
I guess that's true.
That's this old house, or I guess it's not a movie.
You could write it.
Alright, so-
you could write the script.
Yeah, give me this. Give me a
and,
pitch me a script here, Jason.
yeah,
because
pitch a
I don't know how
script.
you make that a whole movie.
Yeah, I work with Netflix a lot. I'll pitch it to them.
You know
and
that
we
book
can-
that is it Shel Silverstein? I don't know who wrote the book. The Giving Tree. You remember that book?
Yeah, I think that was
yeah.
Shel Silverstein.
Yeah. That could be a movie.
Wait,
But a
woodworker
woodworking
would
movie.
kill it.
Well, he does kill it in the end of the book. He chops it down.
Does he? I
Yeah.
can't remember.
That's how the book
Oh.
ends. Does he make a boat out of it? I don't know. But it could
Does
be
he give
like
it to
a
Bill
boy's
Burkle to slab
relationship
up?
with a tree. And he loves playing under the tree, and he builds a tree house in it, woodworking. And then he grows up and he builds a house next to the tree. And then he uses the tree to. Oh, wait. You know what's a good woodworking movie? The Natural.
Oh,
I don't
the
know what that is.
baseball one? No.
Yeah. He builds
How
a
is
bat
that?
out of the tree.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm just saying we need to be represented better in Hollywood.
Did somebody? Let's see.
I think the closest woodworking movie out there right now would be like Evan Almighty.
Oh,
I mean, he builds
where
an
he
ark.
builds Noah's Ark
Yeah.
or Noah with Russell Crowe. Yeah, that's right. I mean, that's a pretty big woodworking project on a
Yeah.
grand scale.
But if you go to like fandango.com, like the streaming platform, and you in the search bar type in woodworking, what it's going to pop up? Nothing.
Fandango is a streaming platform?
That's a streaming service? I thought that's where you bought movie tickets.
Well, you can buy movie
That's what I
tickets there,
thought.
but on your TV, if you get the app, you can also rent movies there.
I never
Oh.
knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just ran on YouTube.
Oh, that's where we rented The Martian. It was Fandango.
You had to rent it? Isn't it on Amazon Prime? I feel like it's
on,
Probably.
like,
I just
Disney.
never want to. I'm too lazy to look for it, so I'll just be
Oh.
like, it's $3.
Right. Yeah, good point.
There is an app that's called Just Watch, and if you type in any movie or TV show, it'll tell you what streaming service it's on.
The last thing
And
I
how much
need
it
is another
costs?
fucking app.
Okay, it's free.
That's the show title right there. The last
You
thing I
got to
need is another
remember, like, oh,
fucking
this app is for this, and this app is for that, and that. I just hate it so much.
It's true.
Okay.
Because I have, like, I go on Amazon Prime a lot because I watch the live TV on there because Grand Designs is on 24/7, Top Gear's on there, like all these things. And you can buy other subscriptions through there, like for Paramount Plus and MGM and blah, blah, blah.
Mm,
So that's normally what I'll do. I'll bundle there and then I'll watch what I want to watch. I'll binge the whole series and then I'll cancel and sign back up when I want something else on. Anyway.
have you watched? Sorry.
So I sign up through Amazon Prime, like in the app on my TV. And then I go to watch Paramount. I forget what we're watching, Landman on Paramount. And it's like, Amazon does not allow streaming of this service on this app. So instead, I have to go through my TV, my Samsung TV, find the app there, and then log into my account and I can watch it. It's like, what the flippity flap? Like, that's the thing. It becomes 20-minute project just to start watching the damn
I
thing.
know. Stupid.
These are real first world problems.
And then
They
the worst
really
thing is
are.
when you're in the middle of the show and you're like streaming it and you're like really into it, and then you got to travel internationally. Even with the like
Ooh.
VPNs, it doesn't work very well, and they never have it available like in the other country. Super annoying.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
was
why
in
I
Japan
always
during the
download
Masters,
stuff.
and it was a full day job to figure out how to watch the Masters in Japan.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
What were you gonna say before I went off my Prime
What?
there, Mary?
No, I was going to ask if on Amazon Prime, do you watch Clarkson's Farms? Because
Yeah, oh yeah. I've watched it all 3
I
times.
love that show because that's like
got-
about farming. I guess you could do an equivalent about woodworking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's a TV show. There's lots
Similar.
of TV shows out there that are woodworking adjacent,
true.
at least. But I want a movie, like an action thriller.
And that,
Huh.
where he's like cutting
John
dovetails and all of a
Wick.
sudden like someone comes up to choke him and he's got to like put him down.
Yeah,
Like John Wick, but with woodworking.
Yeah, woodworking assassin.
exactly.
Like he kills people with woodworking tools.
Like a
with
skewed chisel
chisels
through
and
the
block
eye.
plane. Yeah, he
Yeah.
block
I mean-
planes people's eyelids off.
Or it could be like a kind of like a horror movie thing where like a Hannibal Lecter style thing. Like instead of eating people, he's building like China hutches out of them.
Oh gosh.
You know?
What? Oh my god.
Is that considered woodworking
The
though?
shelves are like stretched out intestine, like
Yeah.
plenty
You know,
rigidity.
woodworking
Like
tools.
bones?
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. Oh man.
Oh my god.
Oh, that one hurt.
Oh.
Ugh.
I'm just saying.
Wow.
Hey,
All right,
let's
see, I-
let's shout
write the
out some
stuff down and
returning
pitch it.
top tier patrons, shall we?
Mm.
And these are people that have stuck with us through it all, even through the
Through
you
and
know,
through.
the morbid movie talk. Building Creative. We got John Amick, Jeremy Rao, Brandon Remy, Chris Hewlett, Jamie Gosney at Buzzsaw Creations, Delaware Valley Workshop.
That's Joe.
That's
Joe's
Joe
in the
Welch.
chat.
Sean McDonald, Steve I Design. These names are different. Like Patreon messed stuff
Patreon
up.
combined. If you had like, I had a personal account and my own personal Patreon, and like combine the names.
Because they're
So,
all
yeah.
different. It's throwing me off. Paul Diabartolo, Bill Burkle, WTB Woodworking, Jose Fantin, and Henry Lutens, Ray Rodriguez, Mike Leiden, Eric Spenceley, Nolan Russell, and Yono Reich. If you're not a patron, sign up. You follow us over to the after show right now. We got a ton of questions over there. You just go to patreon.com/shopsoundspodcast. Sign up. We'd love to see you.
And I may or may not have my pants on. See ya.
I love you.
And I still don't have my pants on, but the cramp is
back.
gone. The
It's the real
magnesium
after show now.
spray is, the real show over here.
Here's the good
Does
news.
magnesium spray really work?
Oh my God. Like, not instantly, but within 1 to 2 minutes, gone.
But isn't that like
Cramp.
external? How does it penetrate your skin?
Yeah, yes, it's penetratable. Penetration. Yep.
Huh.
It penetrates into the muscle.
So here's the good news. They have these like fire emergency levels for your area. There's
Oh,
level 0, which means no emergency. Level 1,
level
be
midnight?
ready. Level 2, get set. Level 3, leave now. Okay.
Yeah.
So the cabin is still at level 0, which means they must not be overly concerned.
Mm.
Yeah, that's good.
It's just crazy to see the fire that close, and they're like, "Yeah, it's still level 0. You're fine."
The wind shifted.
I was to say, what direction's wind?
Towards the cabin right now.
Oh God.
Yeah. Anyways, fire map still looks the same, but they don't update it very often.
Yeah, because they're out there, fighting.
The other disconcerting thing is that it says it's only 3% contained.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at the Canadian wildfire map because
I
a lot of people
know.
on the East Coast, we
The air
dealt
was
with like
so
all the
bad.
smoke coming. Yeah, the air quality was like
I know Trump was going to sue
600.
him.
Is that,
Yeah,
I mean,
saw that.
when you start complaining about some smoke and you realize like how many people, like your brother or your cabin, like people's whole lives are just could be up in flames.
Yeah.
Like I can deal with a little smoke here.
Yeah.
What was the point of my story there?
I don't know. You're looking at the Canadian
Oh,
fire
so I
map.
was looking at the Canadian wildfire map, and it shows like what percentage is under control, what percent is contained, what percent is like completely out of control. And even just this year, like 25,000 acres have burned, which is 3 times the size of New Jersey, and it's only July. Like just
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, granted, nature does some of this stuff, right? It cleans out the underbrush and all this stuff. But yeah, like Jason was saying, with lightning strikes and people, a lot of it started by people camping, fires.
Yeah, that's how the Colorado one started.
Oh,
Campfires.
really?
Yeah.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Only, hey,
Yeah.
he doesn't wear pants. Oh, no, he only wears pants. That's the difference.
Oh, no shirt.
Okay.
Yeah, he goes
No
topless.
shirt. Yeah. Have I told you my
topless?
theory about this?
I don't think so.
I
I
think
thought he wore suspenders. I thought he had like
that
overalls.
there was
Yeah.
like, I think that there was like 3 bears walking through the woods, and they found a hiker, and they ate him, and then they were like, "What are we gonna do with his clothes?" And the 3 bears were like, "Well, let's divvy him up." And so Smokey got the pants, Winnie the Pooh took the shirt, and Yogi took the hat and necktie.
No, the Smokey's got the hat. But you're right. He
does have a hat, too.
He's got a hat, pants, and a shovel. Well, I don't
Yeah.
know. Where? Oh no, yeah, he's got full-on jeans and a belt buckle.
Yeah.
But he's got the. I mean, he essentially has a sweater on with that fur.
That's true. He's probably warm
So
enough.
you don't see his nipples. You don't see his morsels.
Morsels.
I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
When did Smokey the Bear passed away? On November 1976.
Did he burn to death?
Oh my god.
That would be ironic.
Yeah, he was caught smoking in bed. Burned the whole house down. He was only 26 years old and was laid to rest.
Spontaneously combusted. Let's see. We got some after show questions here. Are you ready?
Yes.
Breakaway Engineering says, hallelujah, Jason. I was overjoyed to hear your feeling about the topical podcast Keith did with Eric and Paul. Didn't finish the last episode and was worried navel gazing would be the new normal.
What? Navel gazing?
I don't know.
Wait, what was
I mean, we were
about?
talking about like
I was talking about how when I
swimming and
was
deep
gone
diving.
and Eric and Paul were on the podcast in my stead,
Mhm.
how I listened to part of that episode. And I was just saying, like, I love Eric and I love Paul, and I absolutely hate deep philosophical pandering topics and conversations where it's like almost like you're reaching for something just to talk about something. It's like, oh my gosh, shut up. Nobody cares.
Oh my god.
That's all. So he's
I'm sure Paul loves that.
Yeah.
Paul would laugh at that. I think he's just agreeing. Chris Babbitt says, you guys have been adding a lot of LEDs to your project. LEDs to your projects lately. And I was curious why you guys use such elaborate setups for LEDs versus just going with something basic like Govee LED strips off Amazon.
Well, speaking for myself, I mean, majority of the stuff is off of Amazon. That way I can have an affiliate link in the description of the video. But in some of these projects, I've needed really interesting solutions to things. Like, number one, I didn't want to have a plug come out, so I had to find these battery packs so I could recharge them and plug them in. But I will tip, like this cabinet I'm doing downstairs, I'm using basic LEDs off of Amazon, but I'm hooking them up like Jason did in the Seahawks thing to a dimmer switch. So I'm gonna have to have that wired for 24 volt to a dimmer switch on the wall. So it gets a little complicated, but I try to use stuff that I can just buy on Amazon and get the next day. And if it doesn't work, I can send it right back. Because when you order from these other companies, like you did with Orbisify and I did, it shows up in a box with nothing with it. No instructions, no nothing.
I have to say, I've only used that Orbisify company because, to be honest, I've only used LEDs twice. And both times it was really simple. Everything showed up that I needed. I didn't have any problems
Except
with
when
it.
you installed it backwards.
Those weren't Orbisify. Those are the LED lights that came with the paneling.
Oh, the wood paneling.
Yeah. That was my bad.
So I do try to keep it simple, but I'm also
But I mean-
always trying different things. Like some things I want tunable white, meaning you can change it from 2700 to 6 or whatever. And sometimes I don't need RGB, but the problem with tunable is you need 3 wires versus 2, and then 8mm and cob versus the light. So I would love to be able to find a system that works for everything, but it just doesn't. And like all these other systems like Hafel and Headish makes, like, have you seen those, Jason, where you run them up the sides of your cabinet and no matter where you put the adjustable shelf, there's a contact on it and they still stay lit up?
Oh, no.
So you can have adjustable shelf. Yeah, it's like $300 for a 3-foot strip. And that doesn't even include the driver and the power supply. And it's like,
crazy.
unless you're doing a whole kitchen and someone has a huge, like, I can't do that in a video. It's
Yeah.
too much. So
Shaper Sean is in our comment section.
He is.
He said, Jason, need any dog water? Maybe I should stop and tell this short story here.
Oh, yeah, because we need to get into dog talk.
It was the last night
Mary.
of the golf tournament. We went out to a nice dinner at this nicer restaurant. We were sitting outside. Me and Sean
Arby's?
may or may not have been under the influence of some edibles. We were having a good time. There was another table little catty corner from us, it was like a mom and her older daughter, and they had a dog. And the waitress brings out this dog dish of water and sets it on the ground for the dog because it was hot outside. And Sean looks at me and he's like, I will pay you $200
Oh god.
Oh my
if
god.
you go over there and get down on all fours and drink out of that dog dish. I mean, $200? Are you serious? So I got up. Now, here's his mistake. Here's where he failed. He didn't put any rules on this. He just said I had to go drink out of the dog dish. So I went over there. I went up to the table and I was like,
I'll give you 50
really quiet. I
bucks.
was like, hey, my friend over there just told me he'd pay me $200 to drink out of the dog dish. And so they were like, go for it. So I drank out of the dog dish.
Like the sign.
Before I
With the
even got
egg
back
roll
to
off
the
his plate.
table, the $200 was in my Venmo account. I
Oh,
mean, he paid up quick.
Oh my god.
So, I mean, am I crazy? Who wouldn't do that for $200?
Me? I don't think.
Yeah. Actually, I lost money because then after that, I felt like I needed to pay for their dinner. So basically, the whole $200
So
went
the
to
net
paying
was-
for their dinner. Yes,
Oh my
man.
god.
it happened.
So
Michael
Mary-
Gerlach.
wait, hang on a second. We
Oh,
got
go
a
ahead.
dog talk here. Mary, when does your dog arrive? Your new puppy.
She is gonna. I'm gonna pick her up. Well, I'm leaving on Sunday for a week in Seattle for work, and then I get back Friday, and then I'm gonna pick her up either Sunday or Monday. I haven't decided, but
Is she going to get along with your cats?
no.
No. So you're getting rid of the cat.
Oh, right. Yeah, the cats
don't
are out.
Well, the cats don't love Teddy, but that's because he's extremely eager. She apparently is really she's a little scared of them, so which I think is a good thing. So I think they're gonna want to just keep to each other's their own like spaces for a little bit. And I've set up my house to so they can like see each other from a distance, but they don't have to actually interact for a while. I hired some lady who was like this cat dog intro person, like she's a
Whisperer?
professional. Yeah,
An
some sort of
animal
whisperer.
relations officer.
Yeah, exactly. But like, so I found her online and she had like really good reviews, and she was like, okay, yeah, do all these online like dog intro consultations basically. And I was like, okay, where are you based? Like, do you ever do like in person, or do you have anyone you could recommend? And she's like, oh yeah, I live in Mount Airy, which is the neighborhood I live in. And she's like, I live on this street. I was like, you live a block away from me.
No way.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
convenient.
So she will be coming over at some point, although she's really expensive. Not
you
cheap.
don't say.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm excited. I haven't had my own dog before. I grew up with a dog, but she seems so sweet. I like saw her in person and she was like a little timid. She's a little like, I don't know, but like just like clearly wants to be excited and loving, but like is still a little scared. I think she prefers women initially at first.
As we all do.
Sounds like
but
story
she's
of my
really
life.
sweet. She's from
So was she
Tennessee.
in a
Apparently
shelter
she's
or
a
was
Southern
she in a
gal.
foster home? She's a Southern Belle,
Yeah, she's at
a debutante.
a rescue, and a foster lady is taking care of her. Which
Okay.
Have you? Oh my gosh, the foster application or the
Oh.
adoption application was so ridiculous for this dog. Like they asked the craziest questions. One of them was like, "Do you foresee any changes in your life in the next 15 years, like moving or getting married or having kids?" I was like, I don't know. What? How am I supposed to know any of this? Like,
Wow.
Yeah.
just
I know. I remember
so
when I
over the
adopted
top.
these two, I had to send video of the entire house, like
Yeah,
inside
I
the
had
house, showing where
references.
they're gonna be live, references,
Yeah,
the
me
other
too.
questionnaires. And I'm like, all right, we'll go through all of this, and then it's $100 to do adopt. I'm like, it's nothing. It's not like adopting a kid where you're paying, 10, 20, 80, $100,000. It's like $100, and you get a gift
Yeah.
certificate for a free spaying, or
Wow.
in my case, here's a $50,000 bill for the next 5 years.
Yeah, it's
But yeah,
ridiculous. Actually,
I mean, I guess I get it
um,
because, they want to
Yeah,
make
I'm sure
sure
people
that
would
they're not
be-
being sold
yeah.
for dog fight, whatever. But it is a little egregious.
It's so ridiculous. I am getting her from New Jersey. Maybe we have the same rescue agency.
Mine was from PA, so don't even.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
he would never get a cat from Jersey.
Those Jersey cats.
Okay,
Oh,
enough
man.
freaking animal talk. Michael
All right.
Gerlach says, "What's the best joke you've ever heard?" Oh boy,
See, I have no idea. This is one of those questions. I have no idea.
I don't even remember.
I don't
jokes. I hear
remember
jokes
anything.
and I think they're funny, but I never remember them to like say them again.
No, I remember
There's
for
one
like a week,
I-
so I can tell other people. But then
Yeah.
they're
There's
How
one
many?
I read.
How many people with ADD does it take to screw in a light bulb? All right,
of them.
Meadowlark Design says, "Long time, no question. I became a dad in April, so I've been busy changing diapers and cleaning bottles." Okay, anyways, question. Okay.
What?
When you first designed
What's going
something,
on?
Congratulations, by the way.
when you first design something, how much time do you spend upfront exploring different aspects, overall shape, edge profile, dimensions, joinery, etc., before deciding on a final design? Do you just put an initial design together and start working on it to see how it unfolds in real time? Or do you work through a few iterations, ideas, and pick the one you or the client likes most before starting? How do you deal with the mid-project design changes? AKA, I was going to do X, but I decided Y would look or work way better, but I have to make ABC changes to do it, and whether or not to make them. Thanks. Did you get all that?
Depends on the
I feel
person.
like he's what's the term people are using these days? The fire starting. What's that term people use
What?
to start
Fire
people to get them fired up? What's the
Rage bait?
gaslighting? I feel like this is gaslighting me. This question. This is my whole life in one question.
I know. I was reading it and I
Oh.
was like, this sounds a lot like Keith.
Yeah, like I'm gonna stay out of this one because I could talk for 2 hours here. But you guys go ahead.
I feel like it depends on the person. I'm someone who wants to make sure the design is finalized, and I go through a lot of iterations, and then I land on what I'm happy with, and then I try not to diverge from that because otherwise I'll just get too caught up and overthink. But I know people like Eric who's like, I just have a general idea. I'm gonna see how I feel as I'm making this, and like it depends on what works best for you. I like a list of things that I can check off, and I know that things have worked out great. Of course, that causes me to spiral a little bit more than most people when things go wrong, I think, which is similar with Keith. But yeah, it just depends on how you enjoy working.
I usually finalize like the aesthetic design. Like I know what the piece is going to look like or what I want the piece to look like, but I don't always know exactly how I'm going to get there. That's more of a like figure it out as I go thing. Like I'm not 100% on like specific joinery or how I'm going to hook this piece to that piece. That's kind of what I work through as I start to build it. But I generally know what I want the piece to look like before I start building it.
Yeah, I definitely need a starting point. I can't just walk out there with a pile of wood and like, oh, let's see what I can build today. But I do, as you know, love prototypes to make sure that dimensions and things look right before I start cutting the expensive stuff. Because I've stopped many times, like this does not look right. I need to pivot and make this shorter, that wider, whatever. And and sometimes as you're building, you got to, and it comes down to, if it's not a client build, something for myself, I know I will not be happy with this in the end unless I fix this because it doesn't look right. I don't care how much work it takes to fix it. I will be much happier in the end because I'm never going to build this again. I always say, this is only version 1, but I never build version 2. So
well, there are times where I'll like come up with a design and I think it's going to look awesome. And I get like halfway through it and it just doesn't look as good as I think it would look on paper. So then you got to change.
Right.
But I mean, it's just all kind of like organic. It just happens.
Which is why drawings are great in SketchUp and all these things, but they just sometimes do not translate at all into real life.
Big Red BFG Woodworking. Hey, people, what do you all think is the most overrated tool out there at the minute? And is there a budget tool that you think punches above its weight? Cheers, Big Red.
There's a lot of overrated tools.
All right, well, you start because I went through my whole shop. Like, is that overrated? It's a hard one.
Like freaking woodpecker.
Oh yeah,
I like just paying that much money for. Granted, they're nice, but they're not that
Yeah, I
nice.
agree with the woodpecker thing. There's a lot of like niche stupid tools. I don't know if they're like fall in the overrated category that people try and come out with. Like there's this one someone was trying to sell to me where it's like an attachment that you put next to your miter saw. You set it at a very specific distance from your fence to the blade. So it's like, let's say 12 inches. So it accounts for that. And then it's got a roller foot on it. So when you roll a board underneath it, it like has a digital measurement. So like you don't have to use a tape measure anymore. You know exactly how long it's going to be. I'm like, what a pain in the ass. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of.
Yeah, I work in tech, but I just don't trust anything digital in woodworking. It just doesn't make sense
Yeah.
to me. Like if I'm going to take a measurement, even if I have a digital one, I know I'm going to use a physical one just to double check.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But as far as like, I just don't have, if I think a tool's overrated and stupid, I'm not going to have it in my shop.
Well, then what's a tool that you bought? You thought it was going to be great, but it wasn't. Anything like that come to mind?
I mean, there's been like little things like I had to cut a lot of outlets out. What was that project for? Or when I was doing the paneling in the wood shop, I had to cut out a lot of holes for outlets. And I saw this attachment on Amazon where it's like a outlet hole cutter that you hook onto your oscillating multi-tool. So it's like a rectangular shaped oscillating blade. And I was like, oh, that would be sweet. You could just press it in there and it'd cut out a perfect rectangle. It didn't
Knife
work
through
for
butter.
shit.
No.
It was horrible. It just scuffed up all over the place and threw it in the garbage. I was like, that's dumb.
Well, that's
And
like that
there's
laser thing I bought for my drill. that
Yeah.
when it spins,
Yeah.
it's supposed to create a perfect target, and it just spins off center. It's horrible.
Stupid.
I mean, I agree on the woodpecker stuff now, but years ago, like I loved all of it. Like it was just amazing. But then, it's because I was kind of working with them and getting paid.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, were you paying for any of it though?
No, I mean,
'Cause,
I have paid for a lot of it.
I loved all my woodpecker stuff too, but they were also sending it all to me for free. I
Yeah.
wasn't having to pay for it. I don't think
No, I
would ever
paid a
pay for
lot
that out of
before I
pocket.
started working with them. But there are many, like all these one-time tools, like 6-in-1 thing that measure this and get the center and measure your depth, like enough. Like number one, you forget all the things that it does, and they're just so overcomplicated. Like it's so not necessary. But there are definitely, I use woodpecker stuff all the time. There's certain squares I use. Their setup blocks I think are the greatest thing ever. I use them on everything. I don't use a tape measure like when I'm doing measuring stuff like that. I just use setup blocks. But as far as something that punches above its weight, I think there's a lot of Harbor Freight stuff that punches above its weight. Like all their tool chests, their rolling tool chests,
Yeah, I would agree with that.
are really
US General.
nice. Yeah, or that, and then the next level up, the Icon or whatever it is, which
The
is more
Chicago
expensive.
electric drills.
Oh, God, right. Hey, that's what I used to mix concrete. Still have it. Even I have a lot of their socket sets and wrenches.
I bought a pallet jack at Harbor Freight. Best purchase I ever made. We use that thing
really?
all the time for moving
See?
stuff around. Yeah.
So a lot of stuff there is good. And an example, because I got a kind of a sponsorship request from this company that does these beautiful metal garage customizable cabinets with worktops. They look beautiful. I look at the website and the prices. It's like $7,000 for like a tall cabinet and a couple wall cabinets. I'm like, oh, I can never even try to sell this to people. So then I look at it says mobile carts. I'm like, oh, well, what's this about? A 48-inch mobile cart, like you buy it at Harbor Freight, or a Husky one at Home Depot, right? Which usually costs $400 maybe. This is $1,100. I'm like,
No one's
there's
gonna
no
buy that.
way this could be that much better. So yeah, some stuff is good enough and it works great.
Yeah.
Yep. Jim
Development
says, I would like to get your opinion on how I could improve the design of this C table that I'm building for a friend. I think it looks pretty clunky, and please ignore the scallops as they are her idea.
Ooh, I
But it
love
adjusts
scallops.
from 24 inches to 28 inches, which she wanted. And I tried to integrate the adjustability into what is inherently weak design. Let's look at this thing here.
Ooh, it looks weak.
Yeah, it looks
Is
like it's
that-
going to be flimsy. You're missing 2 legs.
Well, I know
That's why-
I understand the
That's a
C
D table. This is
but-
a C table.
Oh, okay.
Is this meant to be sliding? Is that why it's in two
think
Yeah, I
so.
assume it
It's
slides under a
adjustable.
couch, over the arm of a couch or something.
Well, I think the top adjusts up and down too.
Yeah.
I like the scallops actually.
I love scallops in designs. I think they're very cute.
Is that what you're going for, Jim? Cute.
I mean, it doesn't look like it would be that unsturdy if it's only 24 inches tall.
Yeah, it's
I think
short.
the weak point is going to be the adjustability. Like, how is that anchored together to allow it to adjust?
Right, you need some kind of knob, and then the only thing that worries me is wood movement. I mean, granted, if you wax those things, whatever, if you do like a tongue and groove so they slide and stay registered, but still, it's like they're gonna want to twist, and if that wood shrinks at all, then it's very difficult to move up and down. But the design itself, I mean,
The only thing, I think it would look cooler if the legs came down and then that cross brace, like right when the legs come down, if you got rid of that one. So it
I
like,
think that's like Dan Dunlap has one like that.
he does have a CT. I think it's all solid wood though, like top, bottom, and sides.
Yeah, I think so. Huh.
I don't know. I don't think it looks that bad though.
The part I don't love, I think, is kind of the perspective from the other side, and you see the sliding part just kind of like chop off in the middle.
How can you see
Like
the other side? Can you move this thing around?
Oh, is this
I
a
think
fusion
so.
file?
No, I mean like the perspective from the other side. If you were looking at it,
Oh,
Okay. I thought you were like,
like I feel like the
sliding it around.
transition could.
You know, it'd be nice to
improved,
make it
but-
like one of those standing desks where it's the adjustability thing is encased or is wrapped around, so it's not like two overlapping pieces like that, where instead it goes down into the leg and
Yeah,
comes
it
up.
just looks like one complete piece.
Yeah, that might be a little bit better rather than having exposed. Yeah, you're right. Like the backside of that's gonna look weird.
Yeah. With that split leg design thing. All right. Well, that was
But
helpful.
other than
Right?
that, I mean,
I mean, if you don't like the scallops, try another kind of edge profile. I feel like that's one of the only areas where you can do something creative.
Well, and I
the
would be
edge
really
profile.
curious the joinery from that leg into
Yes.
the top. What's that look
Yeah.
like? Because that's going to have to be the strongest joint by far right there.
Yeah.
and I would think that the top needs to overhang a little bit. It looks like it's like flush with the uprights.
Yeah.
Like in the bottom,
That's true.
the bottom there's
Do
a
they have
reveal, but
lid in the bottom, or are they meant to like go under a couch or something?
I think it's meant to go under a couch.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. Okay.
That's typically what C tables are for. Oh, in the chat, Durf Turtle said Harbor Freight clamps are great as well. And Joe says the Harbor Freight Predator battery packs are giving Jackery a run for their money. So Jackery's like that big battery pack generator, right? Thing. I didn't know Harbor Freight had their own.
Yeah, I didn't
thing.
either.
The best
challenge
thing
the
that Harbor
clamps,
Freight
though. I
sells,
don't love
though,
the clamps.
hands down,
Microfiber cloth
is
or nitrile gloves.
no, it like the one product nothing can touch is their electric tennis racket bug zapper.
Oh,
The fly swatter?
With a
Pete has
fly
one of
swatter.
those.
I
It's
have
the
one too.
best. Yeah, it works so
It's
good.
so satisfying.
It is. Chad Oftedil.
Oh, he works at Adobe.
Says,
Oh, really?
I'm building some new
think so.
kitchen cabinets for our home, and one of the changes we are doing is removing the over-the-oven microwave and replacing it with a built-in range hood. The hood is an insert style, so it will be set inside a cabinet box. The bottom 6 inches or so of this cabinet box will be wrapped in walnut to give visual contrast to the white painted cabinets. My question is, what type of finish would you put on the walnut that is going to be exposed to heat and steam from the cooktop? I'm planning on installing the vent at the minimum recommended height of 24 inches. Rubio Monaco.
Yeah, I think Rubio would be just fine here.
Yeah, that's what I would use. Either pure or walnut.
No, bro. The new one is
What's the new
what do I
one?
use?
On the
What do I
rocks?
use? No, for walnut. Oh, Castle Brown. That's what I
Oh.
use on walnut now.
Really? You're off the walnut
Because
on
yeah,
walnut.
walnut was a little not
Too-
when you look at it, it doesn't look golden, but when you compare it to Castle Brown, it has a little more golden look to it. Now,
Oh.
granted, in a couple of years, it's probably all going to look the same anyway.
Yeah, the nice thing about Rubio is, first of all, I think it would hold up just fine to the steam and everything. But in a few years, if it's looking a little dull, just put some more Rubio on it.
Yep,
Right there in your
touch it right
kitchen.
I
up.
assume
Super easy.
there's gonna be grease too that gets up there.
I want to know,
that right
okay,
off.
I get comments all the time in videos when I'm working in kitchens. Like I did this video a few months ago installing floating shelves at the cabin. And some of them are like close to the oven. And so many people say that, like, oh, those are going to be coated with grease on the bottom of them. What kind of freaking food are you guys cooking in your kitchen that there's grease all over the place?
I'm a messy cooker.
I've
Well-
never had grease on anything in my kitchen above, 10 inches off the stove.
I gotta wipe down my oven every time because I feel like I don't fry a lot of things, but I use oil and saute a lot of stuff. It just like goes everywhere. I don't know. It gets so
Really?
dirty.
Mary
Yeah.
stir frying with her giant wok on her.
Like there's a
open
window
flame.
above the stove in the cabin, and so many people were like, that window is going to be caked in grease. I mean, there's no grease on that window.
I mean, just make sure you clean it off.
Maybe I'm
See, the
just an
problem with our house
exceptionally
is
clean cooker.
we have that vent fan above the stove, right? But it's not vented outside. It just goes up and goes
It's
through
just the fake
whatever.
one. Yeah.
So the ceiling is like a little greasy. The cabinet above it,
That's so
needs
funny
to
to
be
have a
wiped down.
vent that just doesn't go anywhere.
A lot of
well,
houses have that.
it's a vented hood. Like
Is it supposed to
supposedly,
filter it or something?
yeah, but it doesn't. It's I mean, I understand why they didn't run it out because our neighbor's right there and they would have had to somehow run through the wall to run out an exhaust out the back of the house. Either way, it's not great. But fortunately, I don't cook, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But it does get greasy. But you cook something that splatters. I'm covering it with paper towels so it doesn't splatter everywhere and go up into that. So it could
Instead,
be
your
lot of
neighbors
grease.
just get the laser cutter ventilated.
That is true. They do. They get that smell of burnt charred wood just being blown right into their guest room window. Sorry about that.
Well, that was the last question.
That was. So yeah, Rubio, Chad.
Grievances.
We never grievances.
I hate making a series of things. I've decided. So I'm making 6 stools, and I hate them all. Well, no, I love them all, but I hate doing it.
Oh,
It's the
I can't do
worst.
multiples either. You're making 6 stools for your
Can't do
house?
Oh, not for my house, just like in general. But it's just so boring. How do
Are you
people
going
do
to
it?
sell them?
Either sell them or give them away. I don't know. I just want to make them, but they're
Are
very
they like
cute.
a set? Like they all go together?
Yeah, it's a set.
And these are the stained
But-
glass ones.
Yeah, it's like a fruits and veggies series.
Okay.
I like that. Fruit and Veg
Yeah.
series by
Very
Mary
veg,
Sy.
yeah. But it's such a pain. I don't understand how anyone enjoys it.
I can't do production. My brain does not work that way. I can't do it.
I
No.
hate it.
I had to build
Even
a
like-
set of 6 chairs one time for an ex-NFL football player, and he requested them to be oversized because him and his friends were quite large. So I had to build these ridiculously wide walnut chairs, 6 of them. It was stupid.
It was more like benches.
He liked them.
Yeah.
matters.
I mean, I feel like when you're that size, it's hard to find furniture that actually fits you.
Yeah,
He
there's no
gave me
big and tall
very-
furniture store.
almost creepily specific dimensions for how wide they were going to be. And I was like, were you and your friends having a little
Like
measuring
measuring your
party?
asses.
I think our overall
like they
address is- yeah. Anyways,
38 and 7/16 wide.
it was something ridiculous like that. It was like down to a 16th of an inch
Wow.
how wide they wanted them.
Well,
And then
got to go
he
custom.
like argued with me on the size of the table because I built a table to go with it. And he wanted that a specific size. And I was trying to explain it needs to be a little bit longer or these oversized chairs aren't going to fit between the legs. And he was
Mm.
like, no, that doesn't matter. And I was like, no, you're going to hate it.
You
If you
can
can only
straddle the
push in
legs.
2 of the chairs and one of them's like just awkwardly won't fit under the
Yeah.
table. So I finally convinced him that it was only like 2 inches we needed to add too, but
Oh, what?
I know.
Wow,
people.
very specific.
Yeah.
Football players.
Well,
Oh,
Right, buddy?
anything
no
else?
other grievances.
I don't think I
Alright.
have any other grievances.
Patrons out there listening, please send in some more questions and we will
Yeah.
do
this
our
is a good
best to answer
batch.
them next time. Next time, it's going to be me and Keith flying solo because
Mhm.
Mary's going to Seattle. What are you doing in Seattle?
Work.
Oh,
Just seeing some people.
Adobeing it up.
Is Chad going to
Mhm.
be there? Chad Oftedal?
I
Is
don't
he gonna
know.
be there? Oh.
I don't know.
Well,
Yeah, it'll be a good time.
Well, stay away
Have
from those
fun.
wildfires.
Yeah. Might be smoky.
Yeah,
when we
let
get
us
here.
know.
Yeah,
let
keep
us
us
know the status
posted.
of your cabin.
I'm going to let Keith know in the
Scary.
next episode, but we're purposely going to keep it from you until the next
Yeah.
episode.
So you have to listen.
Oh my god.
Hold you in suspense.
Exactly.
Oh
Goodness.
boy. Okay.
All right. Well, I guess we can end this stream. So,
Okay.
see ya.
See ya.
Bye.